Okay, sorry. Plant Chess Club, how are you doing? How are you doing? Sorry. I don't know why in the last 14 minutes I've been muted, but that was a shame. How are you doing? Plant Chess Club. There he is. I am here. Thank you for letting me know that I was muted for the last 15 minutes. It's embarrassing, but I know that technical support was here in the way. So, how are you doing, Plant Chess Club? I'm trying to solve this devilish puzzle. I'm trying to figure out where to go. That Queen D4, it's like, I've been worse. Yeah. But I'm trying to figure out this one. This king escapes to this way and this way, but I'm trying to figure out what to do to cope with this one. This one, maybe king there. Like, for example, this one, king there, and there's nothing. There's nothing. The queen is not evolved. The bishop can't do amazing things, so you're going to lose the check. And if this one, what's the point? I don't see the point, and we can just pack up and say that we don't have anything. So, yeah. Trying to figure out what is this about. Yeah. But nice to see you always, Plant Chess Club. Let's take a break. Yeah, I did need your calculation ability. So King G2 is like the Nightmare Fuel move. I don't know what to do here. We're down a rook, and we had to checkmate the guy, or just win a queen. I don't see anything. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, I do have an NM title. NM, National Master title. Meritorious count. A1's loose piece. Yeah, A1 is a loose piece. Yeah. H1 is a loose piece too. But I'll see a way to, let's say, naturally the queen to go to there. This is oh, you know what? You know what? You probably take on my pickle. This one, and then queen b2. Yeah, queen d4, king g2, queen b2 is a fork. That's a. Oh no. I thought you was hinting like queen h1 hanging. Of course, just to fork him on the b2. A is hanging. Oh yeah, A is hanging too. So, it's just an idea. Okay. Yeah, but that's the thing. Even if I do that, I'm losing a rook. And even if miraculously I get the rook, he goes up a rook, and we're still squarely bad. It's not fun. Not fun. Imagine spending 1 year just to learn that exchange French is a theoretical draw. Well, that's yet to be seen. I'm trying to do the deep in the weeds. I want to prove it. It's basically a lot of things are theoretical draws if you just look through enough. But I want to make sure that there's some fuel that we can try to play for the average human against people that are, let's say, less than us that want to try to play for a draw. Like, let's say if you're playing a championship and you're playing the line, they know that you play the French defense. You want to have a way to play and combat them and, not play for a draw, but win. They play the exchange French because they don't know what any better. Your Gukash playing the world championship, and he's playing this French defense exchange because he got smacked around by the normal French defense, like Ding Loren. But if Ding Loren knew his stuff, then he could play for the win, and that was psychologically cripple Gukash. And I'm just saying that if Ding Loren, the former world champion, used it against a French like Gukash, and he smacked him around, and he had to play the exchange version because he's so scared about the French defense. Why don't we just give a panacea? I think Ding Loren and all their world champions in the future will be so helpful, so thankful. So I'm just arguing that. That's my thesis. I'm sticking to it. So, all right. I'm just don't know. Yeah, thank you. This is my thesis. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm doing one thing that I've never seen anybody doing it. Yeah, don't worry. I'm doing something that I've ever seen anybody do in just life. I think that maybe Kasparov did a year of research with narrative things, but then this goes to the public, his theoretical lines. But I'm doing that for the public everywhere, French defense people everywhere, because people like millions of people play the French defense. It's like, I don't want to play the French defense. Their exchange variations is so boring. I'm not going to play, especially with a 10 pull. But if I were the cure, if I'm the cure, then I'll be saying, okay, look my research. You're not going to be scared. You can play the first defense willy nilly. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Bishop of Fate. Bishop of Fate where? Like, oh, this is like a Queen of Shade there, block. Yeah, exactly. So you probably think of this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, Queen of Six there, Queen of Shade, and Bishop of Fate. Yeah, I think this is like that's the main thing, right? Right? Punch Club. Yeah, this is a line I'm thinking. I think this is the best idea we can do, right? I think it's a good idea. So don't forget to count material at the end. All right. I can imagine it my end. So I take a pawn, I take a rook. He gets nothing. He can take a pawn back, but I get a rook. We have two bishops and a rook versus one bishop and a rook. And that'd be good. That'd be good. So let's go for this way. And then we go Queen B2. So I think that Queen B2 is the best shot we have. At least you run it. Yeah, I think this is the best shot we have for myself. All right, then Queen A1. All right, Bishop takes A6. Okay, this is going to. This is out of nowhere. It's like take the rook on A1, H1, right? Take on H1 with the queen. This is like madness. Queen A6 H1. Yeah, this is like a Gruber chess. Yeah. Okay, we got it. So yeah, I thought seriously, so Planet Chess Club. I thought you were like poking me and saying like the rook A1 is hanging. So it's like jogging my mind. It's like okay, I could take that one. It could be two. It could be two. It's like basically this nudge my brain. It's like hey, the rook A1 is not defended. So and maybe inadvertently made me find the solution because of it could be two fork. So that was brilliantly executed, even though you probably didn't think about that as the hints, but it worked. Brilliant C hint that would never be realized except for you, I'll say. Brilliant minds. Okay. All right, thank goodness I got past that one with your help. I did. That's why I didn't give the answer. Okay, yeah. That's why. You want to just like shirt me along, put me in the right direction, and you got it. Yeah. Masterful hints. Masterful hint. Yeah. Thank you. Not giving away the answer. Just let me poke my brain, see what I'm thinking of, and find the answer. And I did with your help and you guys. All right. That's why. Okay. This one. This is like a mating net somewhere. Maybe mating net somewhere. There's only one check. That the king can go to c3 if need be. If the king is not on d4, let's say, or a3, even still, a3. Let's say rook b1, king a3. There's no king c1 because the bishop there. I think there's like some sort of main net. So like queen d3, king c5 is forced. Forced. All right. Let's see. Let's do this one. Okay, queen. Not bishop before, knight takes before, not the king before. I was thinking the queen before, then queen d6 check, but the knight can take on b4. That'll be not good. So main two. All right. Bishop b3. Bishop e3 main two. Well, take there. This is not main two because it's king c5, right? Bishop e3, king c5 is like no main two. I'll take the queen. Oh, I'll take the queen. See, this is the right way to do it. I should just think all the checks. I thought the pawn first. So sometimes when they have a capture chain, you want to take with the least valuable piece first, but not that puzzle. You the most expensive piece first. The most expensive piece first. And that was most effective to check the guy. That's like my psychology was not there. Like I was not with you, but I should have done. So you can only see what then playing me. Yeah. Yeah. When I play with people, the people not puzzles, I see more than I should. But when I playing a puzzle. It's like I have like blinders on. I don't know why. It's this playing against a computer that has all the answers, but it's like I think the Planet Coast Club will like not see this or something like that. It's craziness, yeah. But it's probably basically a bad habit. Some people do. Yeah, bad habits. People's like, I'm playing a human. I played this guy before. I played and win and just crush him. Why not? Great fun. Yeah. It's always fun to have a game with you, Planet Shucks Club. All right, this is a madness one, like Sparta game. Take the bishop, and this is a instant regret, instant like regret. Queen's hanging or attacked and hanging too. There's no checks that are really good. I don't think so. I feel like like attack this guy, but how do we do it quickly enough? There's a lot of slow moves like this one, but even still, there's like one move solutions like this. 2 moves for 1 defense is not good. Like if they go to Queen G4, for example, and then they Queen G8, just 1 move for curing everything. That's not good. Queen E2, Bishop G6. Yeah, that's is also true. They just one park the king on H7 and H7, and they'll be just like mocking me. Why does Queen G4? Don't do me anything. Am I move again? Thank you for the moves. Yeah, I'm saying that if the queen is in G4 magically, then the queen will go G8. If the queen was in G4, maybe 2 moves, then Queen G8 is 1 move defense. Just saying. So maybe something faster than that. We have opposite color bishops. We're mid material, but I think that this all pointing to the king attack. This G7 square. But how do we attack? Maybe this one, right? Black does something. Maybe. Well, I don't know what he's going to do, but we're going to go this way. And also keep an eye on the rook so they don't move the way the queen of the defense of the rook. So let's say if they go, let's say Queen C4, Rook A1. We go, well, this is not going to be helpful because this is one check, discover check. So maybe Rook A1 is the good response to our Queen C4 thing. Yeah, it gotta be Queen A2. Queen A2, Rook A1. And what's the answer to that one? Maybe King H2, right? King H2. Maybe a pawn sack, right? The point is to go to something like this bishop before, or maybe just like some discovery, and we maybe bishop D3 even, and this have this Queen H1 mate threats. So I'm thinking about this one. Even Rook A1 is a problem child. I think A8 is hanging, trying to do a other hint robo dope, but the rook is defended by the rook is defending the queen. It's not hanging. Oh, you mean that? Oh, you mean this one? Okay, you mean that one. I like the way you say things. Like A8 is hanging, Rook A1 is hanging. You got to find it. I like it. I really like it. The hand, like the queen's not hanging. It's not hanging. Oh, it's gonna be a danger. Ah, that's what you mean hang. What I mean hang, I mean danger. that's a Planet Chess Club way of teaching chess, saying that something's hang, but it really means it's really in danger. Yeah, I'll take it to the bank. Queen 2 trying to do dangerous, evil things to the black player, and then they'll be. Well, okay. Let's say if this is the truth, and if they do some sort of defense, is there any defense? Let's say if they go Bishop G6. Queen A2, Bishop G6, and what was that accomplished? Bishop G6 to block this check. And Bishop G6 after Queen E2. And also Rook A1 check is coming in. Oh, you mean the Queen F1? After this one? After Bishop G6, Queen F1? Okay. And Rook, you mean after this Queen E2, Bishop D6, then we move Queen F1? Okay, line incoming. Sounds good. Sounds very good. Sounds good to me. Queen 2, rook A1, rook A8, queen king A7, rook A8, bishop B4, rook A1. Yep. That's right. All right. Sounds very, very. Let's say. Oh, queen A2 is not the right one. Definitely not. What's the problem with that? Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Queen A2 is definite. Okay, the queen takes the B1, rook A1, rook E. Oh, it's a. You know what? It was a removal of the guard. Removal of the guard. Rook A8 was in there somehow, but the queen takes the A1 rook. I'll show you what I mean. So apparently, it was a queen takes B1, allowing him to make sure make him think that they win the queen, but they don't. They remove a defender, and we take the rook, and we're up a bishop. This is a really smarmy way to do it. That's a really interesting puzzle. I never thought that. I thought, and truly, I thought in the very beginning, we cannot take the bishop. You can. Just do this one and remove the guard and take the rook. So think more than one step ahead. Because as you always say to Yumi Chess Club, you look a little bit deeper, maybe a little bit deeper. It says basically after this point we have the rook A1. I just totally stopped. But if you had the Planet Chess Club, let's say sort of mindset, just look a little bit deeper, rook E8, and then this is the way to go for the promised land. I'll say. You must always not believe, always not believe the opponent. That's a good, let's say, good meta of chess. You're gonna be confident and always not believe the opponent. So you can believe them to make the best moves, but never believe them for a second if they were just trying to play trap or something like that, like a free pawn. But this is like an exception, really crazy exception. Yeah, this is like a zany puzzle. So I'm gonna save this one for myself. It's like that was definitely not in my radar. Crazy puzzle. All right, this is a instructive puzzle. The remove of the guard. I know the remove of the guard. Yeah, and a was hanging. Yeah, no, but it's actually poking the bear. All right, this one. E7 is hanging. Okay. All right, E7 is hanging. Okay. With that hint, E7 hanging. I know there's a double, like this double barrel shock on this one. How do we make this effective? Like this one, knight E6 maybe. If the pawn takes there, queen E6 check. If the rook F7 though, retort. What happens then? Rook F7 is like a depressing response, in my view, right? Because need a pin on C4. Why not bishop takes C6? Oh, bishop takes C6. Okay. So the reason why bishop takes C6, you're saying that this one pawn takes there, knight E6, saying that we can trade two pawns and a rook for a knight and bishop, right? Two pawns, a rook for a knight and bishop, maybe. Oh, and also queen E6 will be the queen will be taking the A7 bishop, right? Okay. Yeah, A7 hangs at the end of the line. Yeah, right. I'm just saying that if a bishop E6 there, queen there. If the knight 6 there, they go bishop takes F6 to get out of the line of the fire, right? They go bishop takes F8, not the queen takes F8. Not bishop takes C6. All right. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out where to go to score one with all the arrows are gone. Knight F6. Knight F6 here. How do we do this? Magic is knight F6. Where to go knight E6? Oh, knight E6. Oh, knight E6. Yeah, knight E6. Knight E6 is one. All right, then F knight E6. Okay, pawn takes there. We do queen takes or bishop takes. Like bishop takes This is king h8. If the queen takes there, king rook f7. This is where I got, let's say, confused. Knight there, there, queen there, and rook there. And where to go? F6, queen e7, queen e7. Oh, knight c. Oh, okay, the bishop's pinning the rook. We don't. I forgot the knight with the bishop's still there, so that's why. That's why. All right, makes sense to me. All the reason in the world we do this one. Okay, bishop f7. Okay, this is a trick. So bishop f7 here. What's the difference here? Just take the bishop, right? And e7. Taking e7 still with the queen. I think it's just an e7, right? Yeah. All right. All right, and then rook takes e7, of course. And the bishop's guarded by the d3 pawn, and we're all good. So yeah, it's right. All good. We're all right. Okay, this one. Okay, interesting. We're material count. We're down 2 pawns. Oh, 1 pawn. So I think that maybe something like this. Take the rook takes pawn if they're there, and queen g2 mate. If they do that, but if the king goes somewhere, let's say king g1. Maybe it's like queen a7 swinging around. That's winning. King h1. Maybe just queen f2, right? Trying to swing over to g2. And they can't defend it because this d1 pawn is so annoying, right? I think that maybe just rook takes f4 is a killer. My idea, right? Rook f4, g2. Yeah, maybe. Maybe take on e5. Oh, okay. You think taking e5? If the king moves? Okay. So if the king moves here, you think that take this one. Take that one. Okay. All right. So that's one. Pawn takes the rook. And just saying that the queen takes the rook and defends the pawn here. And then maybe there's some checks here and taking g2. Things like that. Maybe it's like this. Yeah. I think that definitely rook takes f4, right? We can agree that pawn that rook takes f4 is the first move. That's my fear. My feeling is gut feeling that this has got to be the first move. Maybe in all capes. I think rook takes f4 is definitely the first move. It's got to be. All right, it goes this way. Plot twist. Did not do what I think it is. 25, pawn takes f4. This is just scummy. It's definitely scummy. So let's not do that. All right. And okay, while I was doing that, let's go back to we had been doing the puzzle rush for a long time. Let's go back to the this one. So this first defense, we did a big old detour. Let's go back to where we're actually doing, but I'll be going back to the puzzle rush in a moment. But let's go back to where the main thing about the stream is about. This is knight e8. Knight e8 is what's deliberating on. So let's do knight e8 because it's thought for half an hour, maybe more. All right. Takes e4. Takes e4. This is ludicrous. A3 maybe. I think that A3 is more maybe the point. BC3. Okay, BC3, knight ED6. Okay, this is more stylistic and good. Okay, bishop B3. Okay, that's fine. Rook D7 is fine to me. Rook E1. Rook E8. Rook AE8. Okay. Rook A8 is fine to me as well. Bishop F4. Like H4. All right, H4. I can see people doing that. H6 maybe. Maybe H6. Let's give it a little bit moment. Yeah, but this is for a brief moment. Why does the computer think that black is slightly better? I think that is slightly like to give you the honest assessment. I think that's slightly better because white has crippled pawns, and the knights are dominating the crippled pawns, and it's a closed position and it's like semi-open, I think. But I think the knights are doing their duties. This one is glorious in c4. It's a basically optimal knight. The bishops are okay, mid, I'll say. But yeah, the pawn structure for white is definitely less integral than black. Black is pristine, unblemished pawn structure. That's my guess. That's my whole educated guess. So f6 maybe. But that's my opinion. Black is definitely it's black solid, yeah. How does this happen? This is like a fresh exchange version. I'll go back to score one. So all right, so we got this for the fresh defense exchange version, and we go way down to the, let's say, the main variation we're doing this whole hokey thing about. So let's see where we go. Where were we? Is the thing. This okay. Now I have 3. I think that we did. I see 3. This was a 4. Okay. This queen e2. Okay, then this is knight g2. This is where we are. I would castled knight g3, knight a5 to go to c4. Queen c1 defend to b2, bishop b4, f3, bishop h5, castles, bishop b6, bishop b5, knight e8. After half an hour, we did pulse rush. There, back there, bam, bam, and there. This is where we are after h4. This is how we got here. Plaster Club. Why no you didn't hypothesize? You mean for the evaluation, or what am I hypothesizing about? Like experiment. Experiment, like it's like scientific method about this thing. Scientifically, I think that black has a solid pawn structure based on the knight's optimal, let's say, the numbers crunch that the knights are favorably placed. They're ideally placed. The bishops are trying to do what they can. And the best thing I can do that I can shut down white's bishops anytime nose, and black cannot do anything by the knights be domineering. And knight and g3 is awkward. And the queen c1 is also awkward. The rook a1 is not in the game. All these pieces are like Morphe chess, optimal, actually doing some purposeful moves, and black is not doing the white not doing the same thing. All right, so my hypothesis in theory is based on that, let's say, critical juncture. So let's go back to puzzle rush survival. So let's have it crunch numbers again, but let's go back to the main event. Well, not main event, but the main entertainment. So let's have it, let's say, theorize. Okay, this one. Whilst crunching the numbers, we go this way. Okay. All right, we go back to the fun part. All right. This is a dud. I think it's a dud. It's queen g4, but then king takes d2. Maybe we this right there. Then queen's got to be defensive, and maybe queen c1, right? Because why? King c1 is also queen e1. There's also 2 moves. So let's do one at a time. So king c1 is the main point. So let's say queen g4, king g2, rook f2, king c1. There's a check on all the way to c8, right? And the rook is covering the second rank. They can't do anything besides the king b1 move. After maybe we do this check and saying that I can pick the rook up. I can do the check. This is really good, right? So therefore we can't do. This is what I'm thinking They can't do this. So basically this one take there. they had to play king e1 because there's no risk of a rook fork, right? King e1. So is there? This is a queen d1, a queen a rook f1, check, and just get the queen. This is simply queen. It's like rook f1, just win the queen, right? Yeah. So I think that maybe queen g4 is a move, right? I think this is a move, just because the king cannot stay with the queen forever. At the very least, we get the rook because of forks. Does it make sense? This approach. Just queen g4. All right, let's do it. All right, this was a rook of 2 land. All right, now we go rook f1, queen d1. But yeah, we got it. Very good. We got it. Very good. Which one? This is suspicious, but queen b1 can go somewhere. I can get the king, but if they're king f2, the queen can't, get closer, I think, right? Just thinking about possible checks. Queen b1 maybe, but the king f2 is nothing else. Nothing else to say. There's no checks except for this one. Annoying. Material balances. Black is up. White is up a pawn. So it can be one check here. There's no way to scurry him to a mating net. I don't think there's any way. Like queen c2, king takes knight. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. There's nothing. There's just a short check, right? But they can just gladly, safely take this pawn. I don't think there's anything they can do. The what black can do, rather. So, I don't see it. Where to go? All right. All right. So, all right. Hello. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Mocha 2016. Nice to see you, as always. All right. So, knight e4 surely wins. All right, knight e4. The knight e4 is a curious thought, and it blocks the f6 queen check. That's a good thing. And also, we threatened to do queen f2 annoyances for black. So that's a good thing. So, yeah. But yeah. I think that knight e4 is a really astute way to go about the blocking queen f6 check. Threatening to do this one. And this is a whole host of good things that we can do for the black player. Right? All right. So I think that knight e4 is credible. What do you think that about that one? Knight e4 looks credible. What do you think about that, Fastest Club? My guess is knight e4 is the way to go. Because all right, run it. All right, run it. I'll do it running it. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll take that one. Easy does it. Easy does it. Okay. This one we're white. All right. Their king is suspiciously exposed. Our king is suspiciously exposed, so we got to take him out before he gets us too. That's right. He did give up a queen. That's right. Alrighty. So this one, but yeah, he probably gets mated if he doesn't. Yeah, exactly. So Let's go back this way. All right. All right, this way. Different checks. This one forcing the king to go to f1. And that's the end of the story. That's maybe not Queen c1 check there. But the material count, we're down a knight and a rook. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good if we just play the game of chess. Because we check them everywhere, or else we're going to be like mated on Queen f4. That'd be not good at all. Queen g8. Okay. Let's see. Queen g8. Queen g8. King d7. Queen e6. King f7. Queen f7. Or King d7. Okay. No problem. So definitely first move is Queen g8, or you thinking that Queen e7 check is better. I'm just saying, between the two moves, Queen h8, the red path, and then the red path, and Queen e7, the blue path, where is the way to win? That's the debate. Queen g8 is a better one. So the red path is actually this one. So you think that this is better. Okay. King e6, Queen f7 is a winning line. Okay. King e7, Queen e7 exists for black. Okay. Or on Queen e7. Okay. I see. That's the reason why. Okay. That makes sense. So I think that definitely we're gonna go the red path, right? This one. I know that you both hinted it. All right. So I think you both hinted the Queen g8. So let's do this one. All right, it goes this way, and we talked about this one, right? If they go Queen d7, Rook e7 is simply the way to go, right? So I think a Queen f7 is the way next time. This move, right? No. Okay. Check. All right. Check. Well, Queen f7 is check, but Rook f7 wins easily. Okay, Rook e7 wins easily because the king can't block, so they have to go King d6. Right? After King d6, how do we continue? Like this checks in e6. Oh, Queen e6 is just a mate. This is check is a mate. Right? Rook e7, King d6, and Queen e6 is mate. He'll block. All right. All right. So how can you block? I'm just trying to figure out. Like Rook e7 looks like a totally winning position. They have to go this way. Legally, this is only Queen e6 checkmate. There's no blocking in the checkmate, right? Yeah. Just saying he'll block. Okay. You think that he'll be blocked this way? You seen this one? Like Rook e7 just block the queen. All right. So we did take the in that the case we'll take everything. We take the queen, we take the rook and a8, and we'll just have fun, right? The knight is hanging. This is like gonna be torture, right? So I'll do this Rook e7 move. Looks like it's yep, you got it. Just one take there. And then we take this e7 queen, d7 queen. We take this a8 rook, and that'll be the end of the story, right? Yeah. Right. Just take on e7. Yes, sir. All right, let's do it. Oh, all right. But there's another puzzle apparently. Yeah. All right, another puzzle. Didn't realize that was the end of the puzzle. So it's good. Knight f4 things. Okay. Knight f4 things. Okay. Knight f4. We take the knight f4. And then we have something here. Wait. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Yeah. Nah, okay. Back in the day when I did Puzzle Rush seriously, I did a Puzzle Rush all the way to 84. And Lucky Tuba, our friend Lucky Tuba from Iceland, he likes to do a troll on me. He talked about a whole line. It's like, He said, "Wait!" He said big all caps and he says, "No, just go ahead. I'm just kidding," and just trying to scare me and everybody. That's the group. This is Dockatuba humor. Just wait. Nothing. Just go. Go ahead. All right, this one. It's just like by the material count we're done on exchange, but there's somewhere way to go and win. So night there to maybe this one. So let's say if this one happens, this then after pawn takes there, would then we go knight there, just like up there and just trying to mate him like g2, right? And if they go like something like f3, possibly. Just saying, yeah. All right, so queen is hanging after it takes. Oh, okay. Add move arrows. Okay, add move arrows. So add the I remove the arrows. Don't worry. I remove the arrows. So things like that I removed. No worries at all. All right. But remove the arrows. So yeah. They knight h4 for 2. Queen f3, knight h3 mating. Okay. Okay. All right, let's do knight h4 and see what happens. Okay, that's true. That's true. So you'd think that maybe this one is like a mating because they're trying to do like say this one checkmate, possibly this one check, and maybe the first things you can do for black, maybe knight f4, right? Yep. Does that check out with you? Mocha, f4, f3, queen is f3. Okay, just take the pawn, of course. So does it check out with you, Mocha? Just like queen f4 or knight f4, just like this game is over? I think that's good for me. Yeah? All right, let's do it, knight f4. All right, okay, take this for sure. I'll take the rook. Queen takes rook. It's fun, things like that. All right. All right, this is a cluster. Only pawns are exchanged. One set of like maybe two sets of pawns are exchanged. The A pawns and the D pawns are exchanged, and there's a lot of pieces on the board. I think there's like things are hanging. I think that looking at this one, and this knight is poor, but they can also do this one knight takes there and secure the problems. But I think there's something like there's some removal of the guard thing. There's a lot of people's pieces are attached to everything. So like queen takes d8, king takes d8, and just take the one check, right? If the rook takes there, just takes there to b6 check. That's like just easy, right? So this is one is like just remove the guard and just take the knight, right? He has something. He has bishop b4 in the end. Okay. There's no way to guard that bishop, the knight. There's like there's no king there. Maybe if the rook takes there, there's no there. So like this one, they're attacking the rook. By the way, if the rook be there, we go back here at e3. So I think that the thing is like black has to be concerned about his own safety and well-being. Right? Doesn't have time. Right? So I think this is too much. We just do takes and d8, and they have to concern himself with the hanging knight, and there's no way to defend the knight because it's check. Queen takes d8 is check. Take the rook, take a b6, bishop b4, bishop b5. Exactly right, Penance Chess Club. Just bishop a5 is secure for that thread. Makes sense, Mocha? Just like take on rook a8. If they do rook a8, we just take on c. Well, the bishop takes. Okay, rook a8. That's probably a good answer to that. That's true. This is probably the one. And you want material, right? Taking b4. Okay. All right, let's do this one first. All right, now they do rook takes there. We talked about this one, bishop b4, bishop b4, bishop a5, rook a8, and then we just say that we have two pieces to the rook, but maybe it's not enough. There's something better. I'm just saying, maybe there's something more efficient line for black, or for white rather. But what do you think? Takes a b8 or not to take a b8? Or d6, like b6 rather. That's the question. That's a good question. 2 for 1. Yeah. So you think that bishop takes b6 is the way to go, Mocha and Planchesco? But I think this is the way to go. 2 for 1, and they'll be good because we have the bishop b4. Planch itself says no easy castling. Maybe for now, but run it. All right, let's do bishop takes b6. And he played the thing, so maybe bishop a5. Maybe. Not even a question. Okay. So bishop a5 is another. There's no other way to defend that knight, right? This is the only way, right? Bishop a5 is not even a question, or this is takes a b6 is not even a question. I'm theorizing that bishop a5 is the only move. Yep. Okay, bishop a5. Let's do it. Okay. All right. Please move the rook an 8, or say that I am victorious. Okay. All right. So I'm victorious. That looks like. Okay, back to this one. You know what? The reason why it's like laggy like this, I think that we need to, let's say, run it back for the stockfish. The stockfish is holding up all the bandwidth. So I will go back to the stockfish. Basically you got to go back to the stockfish and turn it off. Let's have it make a move and we turn it off and go back to the chess pulse rush. So in all those times, it says that maybe the best move in this position is bishop f7 or b6. I think the bishop f7 is more to the point. b6 is really pointless. So let's say bishop f7. They go something like that, and they can take the rook. Take the back of the rook. Oh, not bishop, but rook. All right, this one h5. All right. We can do b6 and maybe go c5. That's the point, maybe. And also guarding the pawn himself. So black has great chances and enjoys a overall better position. Okay, so let's do that and say that we're going to lock you down, save the file. And let's go back to Puzzle Rush so that way we don't have any more, let's say, issues with our connections. So we don't have to have a pause. All right, now the Stockfish is, where are you those guys? I'm an Ashton Master 2200, and Playing Chess Club is amazing. I don't know what his elo is, but very very low. When he says very low, he means something that he didn't like to talk about. But it's not like I argue that is something to talk about, but he likes to be, let's say, humble. Yeah, I think he's trying to be humble. All right, let's see. How about you, Mocha? How's your elo? You don't have to disclose if you want to, but yeah, this is just take the bishop, right? 2 for 1, and we're good. His basement. Okay, I don't think it'd be embarrassed about, unless if you're saying that you don't have a rating in chess, like a USDF rating, and it's like only play online. It's not embarrassing to say that. Yeah, but yeah, guys, back to the puzzle. I think the bishop b5 is the only bishop b4 is the way to go, right? Just 2 for 1. I started recently, so I don't have a FIDE rating or anything, but I'm starting this summer Force Classical tournaments and online 2300 Bliss. That's really good. USF 2400. Yeah, it's not bad. That's not bad at all. At least you have a 2 in the first digit. Some people never can get there. Never. Let's take that. Yeah, I'll take that one. People dream only to have a 2 for the first digit. People dream. I'd kill for that 2. So yeah, we got it. Let's do it. So even Magnus in his almighty FIDE rating has a 2 in front of his first digit. So nice 3. Nice 3 is interesting. Nice 3 attacking the queen and rook 2 as well. So yeah, interesting. How about you, Mocha? You agree that nice 3 is away? Nice 3 is away. Okay. Let's go back to this one. I take up a piece. Take the knight. Take the knight. This one with a king, or it's probably queen, right? But either way, it looks like a discovery attack is coming in. He gets a piece back with interest, maybe. See, very low. Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. 20b7, just d5, e5. Oh, okay. This is a discover attack on the queen. I see. Because okay. So we're saying that the math works out and we're up a piece, maybe. Within the calculating c3. Okay. So take your time. No need. You want a piece? No need to talk about that. You want a piece. So yeah, just do queen takes b7 and say that we're up and we're good. We don't need to talk about anything anymore. We're good. Taking d5, take it back to the e pawn, saying that we're up oodles material and we're happy, and we'll go back to packing and we're good. Right? Just takes b7 with the queen. Correct. This is the way to go. That's right. That's right. Queen 6 is a lot. That's nice c3 less queen a6 annoyances. Not helping us at all. So yeah, I think that maybe taking b7 with the queen, right? This is the way to go. My guess. But it looks like all the lines you talked about. Yep. Taking b7. This is talking about this one. Take this with the e pawn. Right. Run with that. Yeah. So I don't want to. Let's say I learned from Puzzle Rush. Don't rush anything in survival. Just take this one. Right. Same. All right. So same. All right. Okay. This is one. Take the rook. The queen. The rook takes queen. If they do this one, let's say shenanigans like this. Let's say if they do queen takes, this one. Just do this one. There's nothing to worry about, right? Let's do check and just move up and run away, and we're fine. At the very least, we go back here, and we're saying that we're good. No threats. Maybe this one is maybe a threat, but not really a threat. Not even really. So it was rook e1. This is always rook e1. Yeah, it's just doing the removal of the guard. That playing at Chess Club and I learned the hard way. The remove the guard tactic. Yeah, you take it back anyways. Yeah, we need to do this one. Yeah, exactly. This is no question. We just do this. Just do it. All right. Cool beans. Gotta take with the queen. It's gotta be done. There's nothing else. Yeah, take this one. And then okay, c5. Saying that, okay. There's nothing here. Trying to say there's nothing here. Okay. Yeah, dollar sign. Alright. Yeah. With that being said. So e5. Yep. Okay. e5. Okay. Then this one just take the knight, right? This is plainly take the knight. There's no like tricks, right? I don't see a trick. Yeah. Take the knight. No clever tricks. I'm just double checking. I don't rush. It's supposed to rush survival. So yep. All right, I'll take the knight. Seems free to me. Okay. Okay, 52 funds, things like that. Okay. Alrighty. This one. Another puzzle. We're down material count. We're down a bishop. So we can do something like this check. King's there, and we have to like. I think that's something that we can move the guard for the rook. Like this one, for example, they go king there. There's a check here. Rook c1, just queen g1, and we win the rook, and we're happy, right? This is, for example, this one, king d3, this one check, and if rook c3, perhaps like queen f1 check, king d4, queen d1 check, king c here, then we have this check and e2. If the king is there, queen c2, queen e2. You had to guard the rook. If it this way, queen there. If this way, we have a skewer of the queen. Like not really a skewer, but we can. Yeah, the b2 is still winning. I think that queen g2 is the way to go, right? G2? No. Rook a3 first. Rook a3. Yeah, the bishop guards this one. Yeah. So yeah, we can do rook a3. So that's the thing. Queen f2, king e3. That's the thing that we can't do. Rook a3. So queen g2, rook king there. Maybe queen f1, not rook a3. So king e3, and if they go something, they don't have any ties to the rook. They can go king e4 maybe, but maybe this is a skewer here. Yeah, skewer the rook. That's right. I think that I think I have a feeling that queen g2 has to be the first move. It's pushing him, checks, and win a piece. At least that's my mindset. That we have to check him until he loses a piece, and it'll be good. Yeah. Okay. Let's do queen g2. This is where I thought there were some. Well, queen f1, king e4. There's no magical way to go this way. So I thought there was some of the skewer, but this one check, this check, king there is the question. Maybe nothing here. D6 is not hanging. G6 is not hanging. The queen defends, right? Queen G6 now. Okay, Queen G6 now. And then let's say this one King C3 defend the rook. Oh, Rook C6. Oh, Rook C6. That's well, the Rook C6 is. Oh, this is the thing. So they can't do this one. So let's say that's a good point. So let's say if they go back to D2, King D2, then what happens then? Oh, so this is a hanging piece, right? This is like a just hanging Chad. This one, right? Yeah, that's strong. Yeah, makes sense. Just Queen G6 and just take away the bishop, maybe. King D2 and this check here. This is good enough. Yeah. Okay, let's do Rook takes C6. Okay. Oh, take the queen. This is a not necessary unforced error. This is interesting. Okay, this one. Okay, this is fun. Okay, go this way. Checkmate. This is mate in 3. Checkmate. Okay, mate in 3. Checkmate. How do we do this one? This is check here. King goes somewhere. If it goes this way, checkmate 1. So they gotta go something like King D7, right? So we go for main 3. We gotta do something like, oh, this Queen F5 check, right? King there, checkmate. The queen, everything is like Queen F7 mate, right? So Queen F6, Queen F5, Queen F7, no matter what, right? Yeah, Queen F6, Queen F5, Queen F7. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's an easy one. Easy peasy. Okay, that's good. Good. Okay. Rook F7. Okay, Rook F7 check. Rook F7 check. I thought Queen D5 first intuitively. Okay. Let's talk about that. If Queen D5 check, saying that if we go this way, then this is forcing the king to go back to D7, and we do Rook F7 then. The king has less options. And if you do this one, this is maybe a check here, and C6 with the queen. The rook blocks is a Queen E8 mate. This is truth. So I think that maybe this is a way. If they go this way, then we do something like Rook F8 check. Right, King E7. Maybe something here, but I think that this is a way to start, maybe. But what do you think, guys? Rook 1 F7, mate. Okay, mate. On where? Queen d5, queen d6. Rook f7, king e8, queen f, rook f8, queen e5, correct? All right, let's do it. This one, all right, we talked the business check, right? This is the way to go. Yeah, rook f7, king e8, rook f8, okay. Now we do this one and take the rooks. Yeah, we take the rooks by a fork. Yep, that's right. Woohoo! We got it. Both rooks. Yeah, we take them both in one scoop. That's good. That's good. Very good. Let's see. Rook e7. Oh, this is rook e7. Okay, rook e7 is interesting. So because if they do that one, there's check here. The king goes there, and there's mate. That's, well, not really mate. There's knight there. Maybe there's something more clever than that. So what do you think what do you think, Mocha? Rook e7 is good? It's risky looking. Rook e7, bishop e7, queen f7, king e7, rook e7, queen e7, and then bishop e5 check. Well, there's a knight takes e5 then. Mocha. There's knight c6 takes e5, right? Is that not correct? Maybe, yeah. It's good, except for the knight e5 is annoying. The queen's hanging? Yeah, this queen's hanging. But maybe it's not enough. Yeah, I was just thinking about it more. Think about it way more. Okay, this one. Too much material for him, perhaps in the line. Yeah, that's right. No, I think my line is good. I calculate again. So your line is good, right? It should be easily winning. So your line is rook e7, bishop e7, queen e7, king h8, rook e7, queen e7, bishop e5. And it's like that, the knight takes an e5, but the queen is hanging, and we're good, right? He's saying, yeah, yeah. So he's saying that rook e7, queen e7, queen f7, bishop e7 rather, yeah. So he's saying this one, rook e7, queen there, and then he's thinking about this one, right? Trying to do mate, and then queen takes e7, bishop e5. They can't take. They have to take with the bishop, and we take the bishop. That's the queen is free, right? Then this is a whole host of things that white can do to black, right? All right, so let's do this one. Let's do rook e7, bishop e5, take the queen. Yeah, we got it. Very good, Mocha. Clever. Very good. Oh, the end games. End games. I love them, but sometimes I get despising. Like this one maybe. King takes the scoop. This guy up in a 4, right? And we take this h pawn and we're happy, right? I think the king f3 is the first sort of business, right? Which is short of dreams. Yeah. I think king f3 is the way to go. King f4, king e2, king g4. Just simply just walk over and take the pawns. Is that simple? That's right. Yeah. We can't. We can't. I think the king f3 is the precise moves, but do you think that if you play king moves, it plays h5? Oh, he gets forced draw. Yeah. We gotta play. I think that we have to play h5 first, right? Play h5 first ourselves, and then we do the taking everything, taking it forward, and then afterwards, yeah. So we go no question mark. I think that h. Oh, you good? Okay. He's Francesco proposing h5 g5. Okay. I need to calculate if your g pawn does anything. Okay. Let's talk about that. If they go takes their h5 g5, g5, then let's say imagine this one, there, g5, and we can maybe try to wrangle the pawn and this way. They go king e3 maybe. We take the pawn. They go, let's say, for sake of it, they go king f3. They can, you know, we can take the pawn h5. But is that really winning? They got king g3 opposition. That's probably a chore, right? King g6. They just wait for us with f3, and the pawn. The pawn is, let's say, level base and the king, and that's a draw, right? You have to be ahead of the pawn. I like pawn end games. Okay, so I like the end games too, but sometimes it's really tedious. Sometimes you have to think about everything. h5 screams h5 first, right? To block this h5 push. h5 is the way to go, right? This is not complicated. We take on 4 by force, and we got a good game, right? So h5 is the way to go, Mocha. First move. I think h5 is maybe credible. So for sure. All right, h5, h5. All right, now we go. King takes this way, or pawn takes this way. I think that maybe, maybe king, the pawn takes there, so that we can shoulder the white king a little bit. But then with king e2, we go this way. We just mosey over this way, and maybe something like that one. But it's my thought. I don't know about you. I'm thinking maybe pawn takes, so that way we shoulder the white king, and we don't have access to third rank. That's my thought. What do you think, Mocha? I think that king pawn takes f5. King, I think you king's actually f5, and I'm waiting. Yeah, not clear. The thing is, like, if they go king takes there, then they move the king in. That's annoying, and we have to rely on things that, this g pawn is sort of hemmed in. You have to go g5, but still the h pawn will be a nuisance. It'll be not winnable with the only h pawn. We have to have the g pawn be a factor. With a g and f, h and f pawn, that's possible, but with a g backwards g pawn and the h pawn, then there'll be problems. So you think about this one. This one, king g4. Okay, let's try to take this guy here, right? Okay, this is true. King g4. Okay. So you think that this one, no matter where they go, all the other ideas, a school of thought is that if they go this way, f3 happens, but there, the king there is fine, and this is no way to block this king g3 is like good for us. So yeah, looks like the king takes f5. You'll get g3. Yeah. Yeah. So king takes 5. You're good, Mocha, on that one. King takes pawn. Oh, king takes pawn. Yeah, king takes sir. Okay. Now we go this way, right? This one. I'm saying that we go this way and just take the pawn. King f4, king g3, king takes h4, and we're happy. Take care. I'm gonna go to play the guitar for a bit. All right, bye. Just Playing Chess Club. Thank you for showing up and helping me with the beginning of this fun things. I'm going to sleep. Okay, you're gonna go to sleep too. All right, no problem. Bye. No problem. Bye. Thank you for helping us out, Mocha. Thank you so much. Alrighty, so I'm gonna do this one. Yeah, we're good to go. All right, so let's pull let's say break here, and we'll go finish up the stream, the last half hour of the streams, and do the main thing for the stream is going to be talking about this first defense exchange. So that was make it more productive. So present, share screen, window, this one. Okay. Alrighty. So we have this position here. All right, let's have it learn things like that. Okay. Lurk and things like that. Okay, let's do this one. All right, so if this is a dud line, it says queen e7, queen e2, bishop b6. Okay, this is like this queen e7 is a way of screaming in this one. Bishop b6, bishop b6, queen b5, queen f3. Like queen b5 is maybe like pressing. Well, it's like knight f3, knight f3. Queen b5 is more natural, like a nice move. All right, queen b5. Okay, now we have the rate and have the Stockfish think about things.
One.
On the circuit. Turkey. Whoa. Birdie. It's a birdie I eat. It's true. Birdie I eat is true. Just Reek, hey, how are you doing? So, what's up? What's so good, buddy? I'm doing very well. Hopefully, you're doing well too. So, I'm doing research for the Press Defense Exchange version, and we're just having this really interesting through line. So, just always the question: why to take the pawn? It's white. So why we can't do this? Oh, this is a discover check. Oh, discover check. This is why we can't do that one. So we go queen two. It's like this is theoretical discussion. Why they don't like? We had to have a look, see this one. Say okay, a3. All right. So Eugene, look. So it's really a bothersome line. So Eugene is my coach, the GM coach, Eugene Perlstein. So he's going to look at this line, give us the really 411 about how to do this one in the right way. So let's do this other line. So there's other lines we haven't touched, but we should look at it. So let's say make our load easier. This one, all right, bishop b2. All right, bishop b2 after this exchange on fd6. All right, let's have it stockfish. Think about things like that. How are you doing? Helping me well? All good. I am Abode. Oh, you're Abode. Hey, Abode. Nice to see you. I forgot that you're Abode. Just Streak. Yeah, I'm doing the French defense studying and how to combat the exchange version as block and give more reasons why you should play the French defense, not worry about the exchange version, know to be boring, and deter why people don't play the French defense because the exchange version is so boring. But I argue that if Ding Liren knew how to play for the win against Gukesh in the World Championship, then he'll be still able to beat him twice in the French defense, and therefore shook Gukesh's mentality that he can't win against anything that the French defense has in this like psychological torture that actually can win a world championship. So sometimes psychology is all you need to break your opponent, even this world championship caliber player. That's what happens. That's what happened to Magnus Carlsen versus Nepo with the world championship longest game ever, world champion game. That 7 hours he lost, and therefore he broke him, and it was able to, let's say, have not the match be a match. He just lost every other game, and at that point, after he won the marathon 7 hour match, that was the world championship. Even though there's more games to go, there's no point of continuing. Every game was lost for Nepo because it was like investing 7 hours to just lose the tournament, the whole match rather. All right, let's do this one. See what Talkfish says. Queen before? Mm-hmm. No, 6. Mm-hmm. Is there any games here online? Oh, there is some games online. Mm-hmm. Let's say Rugby 1. For example, Rugby 1. Black can do bishop f5, then can go castles. Most heavily, they'll think, or the Stockfish think. Yeah. Hopefully doing well, and you said all good, so that's good. You're good. You're good. What time is it? Oh, where you live? It's 7:46 p.m. in New York. I'm assuming that's like early morning for you, maybe 1 or 2 a.m. I'm just guessing. What do you think? Okay, it's 3 a.m. Yeah, I figured that was a morning thing. Did you have like insomnia? You have trouble sleeping, and you're just like you didn't. We were tired and just want to watch people streaming at 3 a.m. You know, but hopefully you're doing well. Besides being up so early, I still think that the French is boring too. Yeah, so it's my job to make sure that we change their mind. That's the thing. It's like yeah, I'm trying to change your mind. Just let me give me the rest of the year, 6 months, and hopefully you can. Yeah, work is schedule's terrible. Oh yeah, you had to work really late, or you're working now and you're having a, let's say, a break. You're working now, like you're at work, or you're not. You're at home. Are you working now, or not really? It's your home. That's a good question. Okay. Another question: what do you do for work in the work schedule like this? Like engineering, maybe. I got okay. I got a student living in Japan, so woke up for a lesson. It's about 20 minutes from now. Okay, I'm teaching chess, or what is it you're teaching? What is he a student of, like chess or something else? Some other craft? I'm interested to know what is you're teaching this Japanese student. But I do wake up early sometimes for like oh, I just graduated from college, nothing related to engineering. But yeah, chess. Okay, I see. That's fine. That's good. So, have you taught this Japanese student before? As like a new student, or have you been teaching him for a while? And what's his strength? If you know what his strength level is, like beginner, maybe amateur player. What is like this profile of his chess history? I'll say. Just curious again. So, rookie eight, rookie eight here. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Really early. Might be 2. This whole line is like a whole junction here. C3. We have to find something, other things that we have to relook. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go back to the very, very baseline here. This one there. 2096. It's like talked about the moves. All right, so they have knight 3, c3, knight c3, bishop b5, h3. This is all the lines here. c3. All right, this is like c3 things. Yeah, we just talked about this one. Okay. All right, so talked about h3. h6 is like this one. Okay. c3. Junior luck. Okay. This is basically the same thing we did before, but no bishop to f4. So only 50 minutes. I think that this line, this file is filled with things to look at with Eugene. Let's go another file and open up a little later. This one, Queen E2. It's like Queen E2 is another obnoxious line. Let's do Bishop E3, F4, F4, things like that. F4 is all good. This is good. Oh, this is like Eugene never look here. All right, this is Eugene never look here. Say Okay, this is basically. There's 3 lines. These 3 lines is like. Okay. What if I go show this one here, and if I just cure all this one. All right, let's do this one. So you see this line? I'm trying to figure out how we can make sure there's no Eugene look here. So bishop before. So okay, we need to add lines here. Stockfish says knight b4, which is Iran to be really premature. We like it though. Knight b5, matching the energy. Let's have it think about this a lot here. Anyways, have a stream. All right. Bye. Have a good class. See you, above. Thank you for everything and have a good day, Habod. All right, let's have it go this way. So basically, between now and the fall, I'll be trying to get rid of the Eugene relook lines, and then have Eugene polish up everything that has Eugene relook, plash it on it, and I can't find a way to say solve it. Bishop f5. Okay, let's bishop f5 here. It's like a new, let's say new and improved line. Okay, so this is like is there a line of response? Okay, there's queen c3, so queen c3. Knight c6 check is the thing. So Anand, okay, this one. Anand played queen c3. All right, let's do the Anand played queen c3. So let's do queen c3. Anand says so. Say Anand, right? Anand played this way as white. So this has got to be credible if Anand plays this queen c3 move. All right, save it. So save her. Problems. Okay. All right, let's have a. Okay. Yeah, thank you for saying hello. Always, always, always. Thank you, Streak Abode. Always nice to see you. Always nice to see you. It's a good thing. Okay. Eight more minutes, and we'll go wrap up the stream. So, status 27 to go. Attack the knight. Has maybe a established way to do things. Okay, they can take on d6. Makes natural sense. She takes d6. So this is interesting. So let's say interesting. Interesting. Okay. The castle, and we just do rook c8 because the c file is open for us. So that's interesting. This is an interesting play. And queen a3, attack the pawn, put in pressure on d6. And we castle and say we don't care. We take on c2 if you let us. I'll just have our king say first. We take on c2 anytime. c3, h6. h6 is interesting. So this is one of two lines that need to be overlooked. One or two lines, okay? Let's see if we can do both or maybe one. Okay. All right. So look at my bounce. Bounces. Bounce. Yeah. Bounce. Okay, let's go back to this one. So we have this one. Let's go back to the drawing board. Bishop c2. Why bishop c2? Bishop c2 is so random. Why do we do bishop c2? I don't see the point. Maybe it has some time to think. It's really stretching. Bishop c2 looks random, very completely random. don't understand it. If I don't understand it, I'll see how I can remember that bishop e2 move is really awkward. Okay. Okay, this is sounds like across the board. All right. A3 first. Yeah, A3 first. It's like a couple of I learned less than that. Take the B pawn's poison. Boysenberry. Boysenberry. Especially to it's like a magnificent, serious move. Especially two. All right. Let's take the pawn. Let's take the pawn. Then we have rook a8 and the queen. So, for example, it's like a blunder. That's why they don't do this. So that's why we do instead have the bishop e2. Do bishop f4 maybe. Yeah, bishop f4 looks good. Rook c6. Rook c6. Okay, doubling up maybe. Okay, c1. Rook a6. Wow. A6. Queen b4. Rook b6. Okay. Rook c8. Okay, rook c8 is a. Oh wow. So rook c8. Rook c2. And rook c4. Okay, rook c4 could be 3. Rook b6. 23. Rook a4. Okay, interesting. All right, so this is good. So let's have it remote. And we don't do the. Let's go back here. Don't do the bishop b4. That's like bishop f5 is promotion. We don't do bishop b4, so let's do bishop b4. Delete this line. Delete the line. We say this one. Delete. So then last thing we do is file is this one other thing. Is this one. Okay, yeah. So like, let's see. It's like this file here. Like, do we do bishop f5? Do we do bishop f5? Okay. So black Gukesh played this one. He played knight g6. Okay. Knight g6, he played knight g6 here. Okay. He's back here. He says knight g6 is black. Knight g6 played. G6. Oh, this is a bad thing. It's like knight a6 is not good. Black. Okay. All right. Knight before. Okay, the night before he played. Okay. Okay. There goes knight before here. Jeffrey Zhang played knight before here. So like this is all right, this one. See 3 here. Night before. So here goes night before. All right, so this one night before, and then that goes knight b5. Knight b5. Okay. This is okay. Black elo. So played knight c3. Okay, he did this one knight c3. Save it for us. All right, let's do overtime and we'll just finish this off. Is a little bit overtime for this one, or just finishing this file, so we don't have to look at it again. This is overtime for this file, and that'd be good. That'd be really good if we don't have to look at this file again. So extra overtime fun. 93 castles. Say. This one, black elos. All right, so that's a winners. Okay. Okay. Yellow, black. So let's just drew Jeffrey Zhang won. Okay. This is b4, bishop b5, but the knight b5 is an interesting reply. Okay. All right. All right, let's see. I need to have a third party here. Two new third party. Yeah. Okay. All right, third party is this one. Let's see. Just play a bot. The bot. Okay, let's have it to be a grandmaster, top players. Okay. Non-dispersible. Okay, let's have a position analysis. As the board set position. Okay. I'll flip the board. Put the board this way. Okay. So engine off. Okay. Alrighty. So this one. So we can do. Okay. Yeah. This position here. Position right here. Capture the board. In the picture. Blah, blah, blah. Have a non-play as the black pieces. So I'll be credible. I respect him. So if non plays this way, maybe even Magnus, but let's see what non is good enough. All right. Maybe even Magnus do this way. So like Magnus approach, non approach, and let's go off that one. Have non and a Magnus approach this way. All right. So let's do the board. So this one too. All right, so let's do this one. All right. Clear the board. All right. Looking at the black side. Black to move. Okay. White has pawns are on. There. D4. This one. Rook is on this one and this one. And black can castle, white can castle. Bishop's on C1. Bishop D3. Knight C3, F3. King E1. Queen G1. Okay. All right. So this is long standing thing. So we're gonna just be patient with me. So yeah. So present screen. Now it's the board. Yeah. It's trying to set the position. So I can analyze it thoroughly and have a non or or Magnus play this position. We can wipe this out from our thought process. So okay, we have this. The white pieces are there, so the black pieces are the same thing. Everything is pristine. Black has pawns are on this one. Black has a bishop d6. Knights are on c6 and e7. Black has a queen on d8, king on g8. Rooks are on a8, h8. Rooks on h8, a8. Yeah. So this is the board, right? It is. All right. So have have this black to move. Okay. This is a position. Okay, this is very good. Alrighty. So this is a position I'll have be a non or Magnus play. Let's have a non. He's principled. So practice versus computer. So all right. Change bot. Okay, let's like switch bot. Change bot. It's not Diva. It's like this. Anand is right here, right? Tall? No, it's Anand here. Anand. Yeah, choose. So let's do okay, so this is the thing. It's like, okay, back to the analysis board. So let's see. Okay, this is the position. This is the position. Okay. Switch sides. This is the position. Alright, so okay. This is first position. Okay. Okay. The non plays this knight b4 move. Okay, knight b4, knight b5. F6. F6? Wow, F6 non plays. Alright. Take on d6. C3. Queen is there. Bishop e3. Queen there. Oh, okay. This is the thing. Now it's very tricky. Reset position. All right, let's change the bot to be Magnus. So let's Magnus. This is a Magnus choice. This is here. It's got Blanca, Bach, Magnus. Okay, Magnus is here. So reset board position. Everybody does knight b4. Knight b5. F6. Okay, they go F6. So in a sense, if we do this one with the computer intact, so then do knight b5 and f6. Everybody goes knight b5 and f6. Let's see. Okay, it's knight b5 and f6. What about f6? It's like interesting, but it's like the engine doesn't like that one. Okay, knight g6. Knight g6, queen d6. Maybe the practical play says it's fine. All right, then this engine says we should go bishop b5 check. This is not necessary. So bishop b5, king f7. Okay, bishop b5, king f7, king f7. Yeah, king f7. It's like this is maybe not necessary. We can do bishop d7. Yeah, bishop d7 or d6. Yeah, this is fine. Right. Bishop d7. Queen takes d7. c3. Queen there. Bishop b3. Knight b6. Castles g5. Okay. q1 or rook e1 maybe. Rook e1. q1. e7. b4. Castles knight d2. f5. Knight b3. b6. a4. This is looking fun. This is actually looking fun. That is probably an answer to this one. So this, if you go back to the position on the board. So let's stop sharing screen. Go back to the actual board. This is the theory. This is like next step. I realize this is a thorough step. Okay. So let's have it think about it here, and it's fun things like that. Yeah. So having Magnus and Anand crack at it, we found answer. F6 is not in the Tuckfish's radar, but it's practical. It's very practical to block e5 from the white knight and actually have escape score for the king. So it's fun things like that. Alrighty. Okay. Knight c7. It's like foreseeing things like that. Like king b8. Like king b8 is like maybe knight c. It's like this is a full picture. It's like knight b8. Okay, so it's like either way, either or. King b8. King b8 is hearkened. King b8 is like you can get a danger maybe. King c8. It's like king b8. Let's say king b8. Okay, then they go like this way, b5, knight 5, take there, c1, rook h8, rook h8, or g8, like d8, maybe d8 is fun. c4, knight e3, that takes d6, d4. Go back here. See if there's any thoughts here. It's like perhaps a thought. It's like promote. Let's say they go A4. It's A4. G4. Okay, G4. B5. Knight A5. G3. And then H4 maybe. G3, FG. Like maybe F3. Maybe F3 here. So H5. F5. F5 in the US. That's like F5 is like not F5. Maybe it's the point. F5 is more, has the point. So this one, B6. B3 maybe. That takes H4. H2. H4. So this is probably the better of the two. H5, H5, H2, G6, G0, H4, H2, H3. Oh, it's like H3 maybe. So G3, H4, H1, H2, H1. So yeah, this is a really rook. This is a normal line. So let's delete this one. Delete this one. Delete this one. Okay. Okay, save as. Fresh Defense Research. Really. So the thing is, we learned that we learned that we gotta do the thing for research, having a play test with the Nand, play test with Magnus. We found new lines, and yeah, learn it for the future references. I'll see you guys on Sunday and clean up with this. That's a new method we found out. So take care and see you Sunday. Bye.